Hello everyone, Arlynn here. How in the world is everyone doing today? I'm going to be in the house here in just a second, sitting at the island, and we're going to do a little bit of chit-chatting about Easter, and then we're going to do a little bit of crafting and the designing, and we've got a full video coming for you here today. But I wanted to start this video out right here at the pool. As you can see, it is open and running. Still a few things to be done from the pool company. Sorry for the wind if you hear that. But we are going to walk around here. You can see the steps coming out of the garage right here. And then down these lovely steps. Chris has got handles that he's going to put up here, wrought iron handles that match, or railings really, that match the fence kind of, that he's going to put one on each side here of the steps. And we're going to walk around the pool here a little bit, and I don't want to take too long out here, but I do want to show you how they put up a little wall here that we can sit on. And we can always sit on the knee wall of the patio too. So our patio is a mess right now. Of course, we don't have any of our stuff really, any cushions on anything or anything, you know, arranged there. But yeah, the pool is looking good. The pool company came and actually found a leak. We had a leak and they fixed it in the main drain of the pool, which is here in the deep end. This is a free form pool. It is a vinyl pool. It goes from shallow at 3 feet, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. At the deepest, it's I think 7 or 7.5 feet deep. And of course, we had to have the fence put around it because of our code here in Spotsylvania County. And the fence has to be alarmed along with going into the house, and there's a gate there that has to be alarmed, and then there's another gate over here off of this side that needs to be alarmed. So yeah, and then of course there's the big retaining wall back there. But we're really happy with how this is working out. We are definitely going to get to swim in it this year, thank goodness. Eventually, I think Chris is going to move the pump and put it down in the yard, and you know, he's an engineer, he can do all of that stuff. We don't like it here, but what they offered, we couldn't really put it where we wanted it in their estimation, but Chris is a better engineer, if you will, and we'll put it wherever he wants. In the meantime, I might get a partition kind of fence thing right here to put in front of this, and a swing. I think I'm going to get a little swing with a canopy over it to put here to kind of camouflage it for now. As you can tell, it's not real loud, so I don't think it'll be real intrusive, which I'm very happy about that. But here, as we turn around, we back off to the fence here. I'll turn around so you can see, get a good view of everything here. I'll show you these light poles, which mimic the one that we have up in the front of the house. And I think this is going to look and be a nice little haven back here, y'all. I really do. And that's where I just came out of. And there's the driveway there. So I'm happy with this, and just thrilled that this is going to be open and running for us this year. It's been quite the journey, this pool. As you can see, we have a stamped concrete. Chris wants them to put another coat of sealant on it. He wasn't happy with the sealant, so hopefully they will come back out and do that. But here is the 3 light pole here. We have 2 of them, one here and one over there. And the light in the pool is an LED light that changes colors, which is really cool. So, but anyway, Chris just ordered a thermal cover for it, and we're gonna get that on it before he could install a heater, but he's not gonna do that. He'll probably do that in years coming. Not gonna do it this year. But if he puts a thermal cover on it, with the sunlight, it will really warm the water up pretty quickly. And as you can see, the leaves are coming on the trees here in Virginia. Of course, we're all kind of snuffly and and definitely struggling with the, as you can see, pollen. That is pollen. Yuck. So my nose has been running in kind of a full throat sometimes and whatever, but you know what? I'll take it if we can have some leaves back on the trees. And look at the blue sky. It is gorgeous here today. All right, but that's my pool update. I wanted to bring that to you first. Well, I'm gonna head on back in here, and I'll see you at the island here in just a few minutes. Okie dokie, everybody, here I am sitting at my island here in my kitchen. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is, I will tell you about that in just a second, but before I do that, I wanted to tell you about our Easter, as I promised the other day in the other day's video. We had a wonderful Easter Sunday, of course, and you know, anytime we get to visit with family, it's just amazing. And Chris and I got in the car. I'm going to be showing you pictures as I talk here. We got in the car and we headed to my first cousin Stacy's house. Stacy and I are both only children, so really all of my cousins. I'm very close with all of my cousins, all of my aunts and uncles. We have a very close-knit family, you guys. And so Stacy was hosting Easter this year, and so my dad came, both of our girls came, and Maverick came, and you know, Chris and I and Stacy's mom and dad and her kids. So we had a big time. We really did. I had too much food, although I was really good. I didn't overeat. I took a Caesar salad, actually, and that's what I ate. And I did have a couple of deviled eggs, and some turkey, but had great food. And, you know, as you can see by the pictures, you know, just smiles all around, good fellowship, good conversation. So good to catch up with everybody. Maverick just warmed up to everybody. He just doesn't meet a stranger. He saw my dad come in and just took a beeline right to him, and dad picked him up and he was all happy to see Pop, you know. It was a wonderful day. And sorry, my family means so much to me, you guys. They really do. I know I get choked up when I talk about them, but the love I have for them runs really deep to my core, you guys, just to my core. So they are part of the reason I am who I am, you know, and it is, we were brought up with a love for the Lord and deep traditions and convictions and faith. And it's really something very special when we could get together with everybody. Also, I wanted to tell you, guess what? My 87-year-old dad got a hole-in-one playing golf last week. A hole-in-one, his ninth of his lifetime. A hole-in-one. I couldn't believe it. I said, my goodness, Dad, were you happy about that? He said, are you kidding? I was really happy about that. That ball went and hit the pin and dropped right in the hole. And I said, wow. He is a scratch golfer, and he's a phenomenal athlete. He can sing. He just does everything. But he is really a phenomenal golfer for sure. So we were all just hooting and hollering about that. Could not believe that he got another hole-in-one at 87 years old, you guys. And he's in great shape, getting around great. Just, you know, I'm so grateful to still have him, to still have my aunt and uncle, and, you know, to be so close with my family. So we had a wonderful day. It was a wonderful Easter. And I miss them all terribly now, of course, that I miss them all. So, but anyway, that was our day. And so let's move on here. As you saw me, I came home on Monday and deconstructed Easter right away. That day, got that video up for you on Monday. And today I'm going to start redecorating over on the mantle and on the hearth in the family room over here. And I'm really not doing a lot different to the mantle. I did purchase yes, I did purchase. I actually did go purchase something for my mantle this time because I really wanted, I came across these. Let me show you. I bought 2 of these lanterns and I really wanted to add them into the mix. I did, and I really like what I have up there and didn't want to remove really anything. And I'll show you what I've done at the end of the video. I'll go over there and show you everything in place and get these in place. Chris has them rigged up, as you can see. You can see the little dowels in there, which will go into the bottom of the little battery operated candles. And he will hook up the USB, this little USB, so that he can plug in the USB, and then this candle will become electric and will come on when I say ALEXA, turn on decor, you know. And if you want to know how he does this, please don't ask me here in this video. I always have his video linked in the description box where you can learn how to do this yourself so that you're not, you know, using up tons of batteries. And he teaches you how to do this. These smell like, these are old candles, but they smell like vanilla. They smell really good. Squirrel. Sorry. But anyway, I love these lanterns. They're kind of a gold whitewashed, and they are just going to pair beautifully with what I've got going on in my decor right now. They open up at the top. There we go, unhook, and then that's how you put your candle in at the top. So I wanted to show you too, Chris has put a hole, he put a hole kind of in the back so that he could pull the wire out that way. He's so good. Like I said, well, I don't know if being an engineer makes this kind of thing, I think it does make this kind of thing come easier, but he's just you talk about a jack of all trades and a master of many, you guys, a master of many. I am telling you, my husband is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And a lot of you say we make a great team, and we do, not only with crafting and stuff, but we make a good life team. You know, I married my soulmate, you guys. I just love my husband like you would not believe. But anyway, y'all know that already. I don't have to tell you that. And I'm yammering. What in the world is new, huh? Oh my goodness. Anyway, all right, I'm going to put these aside, and I will show you at the end of the video, either in picture form or take a video, I'm not sure. This video, I did want to kind of warn you, might go a little over 30 minutes, you guys. I'm going to try to keep it at 30 minutes as best I can. And people complain that my videos are too long and that I talk too much and that I do this or that or that. You know, I try my best to please everybody all the time, you guys. And you try to tweak and you try to take things out that you might have done, you know, like I told you last week, people made fun of me for crying, you know, or people, I've been fat shamed before in the past, and, you know, all kinds of stuff, you know, and you know, you do your best. Fat shaming really never bothered me because I was who I was, and it didn't bother me at all. I'm not losing weight because I was fat shamed. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm losing weight because I wanted to feel better. And as you guys could tell in my video on Monday, I am feeling a lot better, zipping around pretty well on my knee. I am still dealing with the plantar fasciitis. That's still bugging me. But other than that, I'm doing much better. I'm not going to say that my knee is perfect. It's not. And as I said, I've made a solemn vow to go get it checked when I get my weight where I want it to be. And I promise do that, even though I'm scared to death of doctors. I will do that. But for now, I'm getting around really, really, really well. Anyway, and this is why the video will probably be longer, because I've got stuff to show and do for you, but I keep talking. All right, let me get these lanterns out of the way. I'll be right back in just a second. I'm going to talk about something else that I'm really, really happy with and am excited to work with. So hang on just a second. Okie dokie. Now, I've had a bit of a desire to switch some stuff around on my hearth. I have had my ginger jars, which I love and are beautiful, and I will still use in my decor, but I've had them sitting on my hearth in the same place for several years. And I'm just tired of them. I'm tired of them, and I want something else to sit in their place for this time of year anyway. So If you guys remember, I have a trio of cage cloches. That's the best way to explain these. And I got these from Amazon. And they came in 3 different sizes. This is the large. I'll tell you about what's in there. It did not come with this piece that you can see with the holes in it. It didn't come with that. I'll tell you about that in a second. But they have little feet on them. And the cloches, the cage cloches, lift off. And so there's that size, and then it's kind of a large, medium, and then a small. You know, here's the medium. You know, it looks the same. And then the small, and they both all have birds, you know, on top of them. So I love these, but I did not love the color that they came in, which was a kind of a brown. And as I explained last week, for my house, I prefer all of my staple pieces nowadays to be either black or white. I'm not crazy about anything in between too much for my house, for my cottage decor. And I can use these in the fall. I could even use these at Christmas. I wouldn't use these at Christmas, but because I've got other, you know, everything else for Christmas. I don't need that, but I would use these for fall. But I love this color, and this color blends so beautifully with everything else that I've got going on, as you know. So we painted, Chris actually, I was gonna, but he said, no, I'll do it. So we stopped at Home Depot and got some Behr, B-E-H-R, chalk spray paint. And that's what he used. And I think I got a picture of it, and I'll put it here for you guys so you can see exactly what we got. So I am gonna be filling these up here on camera, and then I will put them on the hearth and show you, you know, the hearth. And a lot of the stuff on the hearth has not changed. Nothing else has really changed on there other than I removed the ginger jars and a candlestick, you know. But I think you'll see that these are gonna look super pretty, and I think you're gonna like what I'm gonna put in them. Let me turn my camera, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna put in these, and it's simple. It's very, very simple decor. I didn't want a lot of stuff in each one. Oh, I did want to tell you, in each one, Chris made this up for me. Made one for each cloche, and he put holes in these just in case I wanted to do florals that stuck outside of the cloche, or if we wanted to put lights underneath so the lights could shine up through, which we haven't put lights on it. So he made these for me, and it also picks up whatever decor I put into the cloche. It picks it up so I can set the decor up a little higher. So let me turn my camera, and we're going to get started making up these cloches into something simple but pretty. I'll be right back in just a second. I'm going to move these because they squeak on my, I'm going to move them off camera because they squeak when I move them across my island here. All right, I'll be right back. I'm a hot mess today, y'all. I am just a hot mess. I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Here we are with the little one. So I just really want something very subtle, and I want it to be in the blue and white theme. You know, my blue and white cottage decor is my generic decor. So we're going to start with the little cloche here. I'm going to take the cage off of it, and I want to put this little ginger jar in. And I may have to, whoa, excuse me, may have to lift it up just a smidge and put it on a little ramekin. I just have a little glass ramekin here, so that I can put a little bit of greenery around it. So I'm gonna take some glue dots, and I'm just gonna glue dot this little ginger jar to this little ramekin. So let me do that. I do have, I had to get, they don't sell my glue dots the way as thick as the ones I had before. So Chris got me these, and I have some linked in my Amazon shop that you can check out if you're interested, but I'm not sure how well these will work. We'll see. I'm just gonna put 4 on it. You probably don't need 4, but I also don't want it to break. Try to get this centered. There we go. I just want to set that kind of right in the middle. the lid on it. I don't know where I just saw where I got it from. I think Hobby Lobby. I had a little tag on there, and I don't even know where I got it, to be honest with you. But I do want to just put a little bit of greenery around the around the bottom of this. And just to add a little bit of spring and a little bit of lightness to the look. And I'm going to put the cloche back on. And I know it drove me crazy trying to get this back on with the greenery, but we'll get her in. Alrighty, there we go. Very subtle, very pretty, and it fills that up nicely. So that's what I want to do with the little one. Now let's bring over the medium-sized one. And what I have here is, this is a little jar that that was my grandmother's. And it is so cute. It's got, look at that 3 light pole. Isn't that funny that that's on there, and that's what I have around my house. That's like really interesting. Anyway, looks like a day in the park for this couple who's getting ready to ride in this beautiful horse and buggy. So anyway, I want to lift it up a little bit more in my decor, so I'm just going to set this. This is an enamel candlestick I got from Collections Incorporated, I think. And I'm just going to set that in there, and it doesn't move because this is kind of weld. So I'm just going to set that in there like that. And I do have some more greenery, and I do want to put it around the bottom. As I said, this is very, very simple, you guys. It's not like I'm doing anything that is difficult for anybody to do. Any of you all could do this. This is a great for the beginning crafter, you know? The hardest part is trying to figure out what I wanted to put in this. I think that looks adorable in there. So there's the small and then the medium. And now let's do the large. And what I want to do with the large one is, I have this blue and white vase. So I am going to do a bit of a floral arrangement. I'm sorry it's so squeaky if you've heard it squeak. I'm going to do a little flower arrangement in here. I did get these florals from Amazon. And I want to see, I don't want it to be like perfectly done here. So I'm just kind of going to stick them in and see what I come up with. I did have some Pip Berry kind of stems, but you know what? I kind of like these without that. I just want to see the blue. I want the blue to kind of shine through. I don't need it to be perfect. That's fine. Put that in. And I'm not going to use these. I do have one more little piece of a greenery garland, and I'm going to put it around the bottom. And hopefully it won't hit those florals too much. No, okay, that looks good. Woohoo! It's another reason I didn't use the Pip Berry, because out there. It's very subtle and very pretty. Alrighty, there we go. I think that's gonna look so pretty out on the hearth. So, all right, let me turn my camera here and we will go into some final words and some ending comments here. Well, I am super happy with how they turned out, you guys. Oh my goodness, they look so pretty. Woo! You know, I love it when a plan comes together. I thought about this and I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm gonna like this or not. I don't know whether the blue and white in with the cloches is gonna look right, and it does. I love it. I love how they look. So I will go get these in place and go grab Chris and see if he can get these lanterns hooked up for me. And then I will either come back with a video or I will come back with just pictures to set to music, one or the other. Or maybe both, So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping in here. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to hit the subscribe button below. It is free to subscribe, and I would love to see my numbers click up. They really haven't fluctuated. And, I heard Joe Sinkyu talking this morning, and he said maybe it's because his numbers probably haven't moved apparently too much either. And he said maybe they come by and see, oh, that's an old man, next. Well, maybe they do the same for me, Joe, and say, oh, look at this, just an old lady, next. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But if you're watching and have enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, click the like, click the notification bell so that you never miss one of my uploads. And with all that said, I'll go ahead into my final words. This will probably be my last video of this week, but I'll be back next week with more decorating as we, reinvent the wheel here a little bit for the blue and white cottage decor. And I'm doing some new things here and there, just a little bit of something here and there. So anyway, I hope all is well with everyone. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, everybody. Here I am over by the mantle and the hearth. And let me show you the mantle first. And there are those two lanterns on either side of the small ginger jar. I had two ginger jars sitting down on the hearth, one larger and one smaller. And that's the smaller one. The larger one just would not fit. It was way too big. So I went for the smaller one, and there are those lanterns, and they look really great. I love them. I absolutely love them. I love how the mantle worked out. Again, I didn't take anything else off of it. I just added the lanterns in. So I'm super happy with how that worked out for sure. And then down here, we have the 3 cloches, and there they are. I really, really, really like how they worked out. It looks so pretty and soft and light and airy, and I just love it. It goes really well with everything I have going on, from the window and then over to that new vase I got from the Minuteman Mini Mall, and then my gold bunny with the candlestick that used to sit back there, but I put it on the floor, and I love them. I love how they worked out. And then over here, there's really nothing different other than I put the ginger jar on, the big ginger jar on the floor, and one of my stars there on the floor. And then of course that piece, Chris and I, well, he made my idea, well, both of our ideas. We put our heads together and came up with that scroll piece there, which we love. So I just took a piece of this same ribbon that I used over in the bow on the lantern there, there, and I tied it in through this star and put this little star up here and added some stars to the ladder too. So again, my decor is eclectic and different, and I just love adding blue as my pop of color. I absolutely love it, and I think this is perfect for late spring, early summer. It'll take us through summer if I want it to, I think it'd be pretty. Anyway, that's it for this one, you guys. I love it when a plan comes together. I will catch you all next time. Love you bunches. Bye-bye.